intro correctly. Hello, everybody. Shot here, and welcome back to part 4 of my Pam's Harvestcraft ASMR mod showcase for 1.12.2. Today we're going to be continuing on the cooking path with part 2 of cooking. It is extremely hot today in real life, so if I sound drained, that is why. I have locked myself in a hot room to do this to cancel out most, if not all, background noise. And oh no, it's just going to get hotter. But I've deduced from the last part, after completing all this, there is going to be a total of 5 parts of purely cooking. The first one was the last part, part 3. This one is part 4, part 5, 6, and 7. So 7 total parts if we continue on the 3 chest per cooking part schedule, which I intend on doing. This is the last set of items. So yes. Anyways, this is cooking part 2, so we will be showing off 3 more double chests of the cooking items, or the foods. Sorry, not cooking items, the actual foods that you can cook. So let's get started so we can hopefully do this quickly. Now the same rules from last apply from the last part. Recipes such as papaya smoothie, banana smoothie, essentially any type of smoothie is the same recipe: a juicer, snowball, and that respective fruit. So we will get to that when we get to it, and I believe this is the first yogurt being shown off, so we'll get to that as well. But yes, anyways, let us begin. I also apologize if I don't sound that quiet, because I probably don't. It's so hot today, so I can't help but apologize for this. Yes. Anyways, let us begin without further ado. Starting off, we have the beet salad, which is crafted with beet, lettuce, vinegar, and cheese in a mixing bowl. Beet soup is next, and in a pot, it's beet, onion, milk, and black pepper together. Baked beets is a lot more simple. It's the bakeware, beet, black pepper, and butter. Broccoli mac is the first of the broccoli recipes, and it uses pasta, cheese, and broccoli in a pot. Broccoli and dip is broccoli, heavy cream, and onion in a mixing bowl. Creamed broccoli soup is a bit more complex. It's broccoli, carrot, flour, black pepper, and stock in a pot. Sweet potato pie, the first of the sweet potato recipes, is sweet potato, dough, ground cinnamon, and marshmallows, which, to get marshmallows, is sugar, egg, and water in a pot. I believe that is a recipe later down the line that we'll get to, but because it's an ingredient, I will show off the recipe here and later whenever we get to it again. Assuming that I did put it in here. It's been a while since I created all this. Moving on is the candied sweet potatoes. To get this, it's ground cinnamon, sweet potato, and sugar in a saucepan. Next is mashed sweet potatoes, which is sweet potato and butter in a saucepan, a very simple recipe. Steamed peas is the first of the peas recipe, and recipes. Haha. That was such a bad, unintentional pun, and I apologize. But it's peas, salt, and water in a pot. Next is split pea soup, which is stock, cooked pork, peas, and black pepper in a pot. Pineapple ham is next, and that is pineapple, raw pork, sugar, and cherry in a bakeware, and you get pineapple ham. Next up is the first of the yogurt recipes, and that is pineapple yogurt. Now all, I believe, of the yogurt recipes follow the same format, which is one plain yogurt and pineapple, or whatever respective item or fruit is used in it. And to get plain yogurt, it is, well, simply milk in a pot. Or if you would like to duplicate it, plain yogurt and leather, and you get 4 more plain yogurt. So it's a very easy way to duplicate it if you have a cow farm. Moving on, but yes, that is the style of yogurt recipes. So yeah, moving on is turnip soup, which is turnip, pumpkin, stock, butter, and in a pot. Next is roasted root veggie medley, which is multiple types of recipes, but it's turnip, sweet potato, rutabaga, rhubarb, radish, pumpkin, potato, parsnip, or beet, and carrot, onion, and spice leaves in a bakeware, and you get this. It doesn't have that little rotating thing like this does, so I wasn't able to just simply do that. But it's essentially anything that could be classified as a root. I believe that these are all classified as roots. I'm not entirely aware. But moving on is baked turnips, which is butter, black pepper, salt, and turnips in a bakeware. Next up, gingerbread is ginger, batter, ground cinnamon, and butter in a bakeware. Next is ginger snaps, which is ginger, sugar, and flour in a bakeware. Candied ginger is next, and it's very simple: ginger and sugar in a saucepan. Soft pretzel and mustard is next up. Wait, where's the soft pretzel recipe? Oh, that's farther down the line. I don't know why they did this. But next up is soft pretzel and mustard, which is mustard, which if you didn't see how to get it, it's in a juicer, mustard seeds, and you get mustard. And also a soft pretzel, which to get is dough, butter, salt, and water in a bakeware, and you get a soft pretzel, and combine that with mustard, and you get soft pretzel and mustard. Something that I would actually like to try. Next is spicy mustard pork, which is mustard, raw pork, and salt in a saucepan. Spicy greens is next, and that is mustard, cooking oil, spinach, garlic, black pepper, and onion in a saucepan. Garlic bread is next, and that is garlic, toast, and butter, with no utensils. Garlic mashed potatoes is garlic and mashed potatoes, which we've covered this recipe before. Garlic chicken is 3 garlic, cooking oil, and raw chicken in a bakeware. It's a lot of garlic, so I hope you have a lot. Next is summer radish salad, which is radish, onion, cucumber, and vinegar in a mixing bowl, and you get summer radish salad. Summer squash with radish is next, and that is radish, zucchini, pumpkin, spice leaf, and cooking oil in a mixing bowl. Celery and peanut butter is next up, and it's nut butter and celery. Chicken celery casserole is celery, raw chicken, garlic, carrot, and mushroom in a bakeware. A lot of these recipes don't give you much hunger bars when you eat them, but they're still very nice nonetheless. Peas and celery is next, and it's celery, peas, lemon, and black pepper in a mixing bowl. Celery soup is next, and that is stock, carrot, onion, and celery in a pot. Zucchini bread is next, and it's walnut, ground cinnamon, dough, and zucchini in a bakeware. Zucchini fries is toast, egg, cheese, and zucchini in a bakeware. Which this is a very nice recipe, as you can see. Next up is zesty zucchini, which is cheese, garlic, chili pepper, zucchini, and pasta in a bakeware. Zucchini bake is next, and it is corn, cheese, toast, and tomato in a bakeware. Asparagus quiche is the first asparagus recipe, and it is asparagus, egg, onion, and cheese in a skillet. Asparagus soup is stock, butter, onion, and asparagus in a pot. And next up is walnut raisin bread, which is walnut, raisins, dough, and ground cinnamon in bakeware. Candied walnuts is walnut, vanilla, sugar, and ground cinnamon in a saucepan. A brownie, which this isn't how we make brownies at home, but nonetheless, whatever. It's a walnut, batter, butter, sugar, and cocoa powder with vanilla and in a bakeware. I nearly forgot entirely about the vanilla. That would have been my bad. Next up is papaya smoothie and yogurt, which you know the recipe. Smoothie is snowball and 2 papayas and juicer, and papaya yogurt is plain yogurt and a papaya. Same for starfruit smoothie and yogurt. It's 2 starfruits and snowball and juicer for the smoothie, and starfruit and a plain yogurt for the yogurt. Which, just to show, yes, this is indeed how you get these. Next up is guacamole, one of my favorite condiments that you can use. Is avocado, chili pepper, tomato, onion, and spice leaf on a cutting board. Next is cream of avocado soup, which is heavy cream, avocado, stock, lime, and spice leaf in a pot. Avocado burrito is tortilla, cooked pork, cheese, and avocado on a cutting board. You can also substitute pork with I apologize for that. That was unintended. That was my phone going off in the background, and I did not expect that. I'm not even sure if you'll be hearing this because I may try and cut it out, but I'm not sure I'll be able to. And I also apologize for the noises you probably heard in the background, which was probably my Discord. Which I should probably do this. There we go. Just to do that better. But anyways, like I was saying, cooked pork can be replaced by cooked chicken. Moving on from the avocado burrito is poached pear, which is vanilla, sugar, and pear in a saucepan. Fruit crumble is next, and it is any fruit, ground cinnamon, flour, and butter in a bakeware. Pear yogurt and plum yogurt, you know the recipe. It's pear and plums with plain yogurt. Banana split is next, and it's banana, cocoa powder, cherry. Yes, cherry. I got off topic there, or got off track there. And ice cream and strawberry in a mixing bowl. Next is banana nut bread, which is banana, flour, walnut, milk, and salt in a bakeware. The last thing here is a banana smoothie, which is 2 bananas, snowball, and the juicer, as you know, and same with banana yogurt. Banana yogurt is a banana and plain yogurt. Next up is coconut milk, which could be classified as an ingredient, but is also drinkable. It's my bad for not including this in the ingredient video, because I'm realizing this is more of an ingredient, but it is a coconut in a juicer, and you get coconut milk. Next up, chicken curry is a coconut, plain yogurt, raw chicken, any spice, chili pepper, rice, ground cinnamon, and garlic in a pot. Coconut shrimp is next, and it's coconut, egg, flour, raw shrimp, and cooking oil in a skillet, which raw shrimp can be gotten via fish traps that we showed before. Coconut yogurt is coconut and plain yogurt. Orange chicken is raw chicken, orange, sugar, rice, and broccoli in a saucepan. Next up is the orange smoothie, which you know the recipe. A snowball and 2 oranges in the juicer. Same with orange yogurt, orange and plain yogurt. Peach cobbler is next, which is sugar, dough, and peach in a bakeware. And of course, you know the smoothie recipes and yogurt recipes. Snowball and 2 peaches in the juicer, and peach in the yogurt. Next is key lime pie, something that's been a favorite dessert of mine as of recently. Is sugar, dough, lime, and meringue, which if you don't know how to craft, if you didn't watch the ingredient video, or if I didn't show it off in the ingredient video, is egg, sugar, lemon, and cornmeal in a mixing bowl. And combine those together in a bakeware, and you get key lime pie. Next is lime smoothie and lime yogurt, and mango smoothie and mango yogurt, and pomegranate smoothie and pomegranate yogurt, which you know the recipes for all of these. Next is vanilla yogurt, which is vanilla and the plain yogurt. I don't know why I specifically clicked on that, but that was just on me. Next is cinnamon roll, which is sugar, dough, and ground cinnamon in a bakeware. Next is French toast, which is ground cinnamon, toast, egg, and sugar in a skillet. Marshmallows, like I knew would be up in here, of course, is sugar, egg, and water in a pot. Next up is the donuts, which is oh no. I should not be hiccuping right now, this is not good. My apologies. I wish that I was able to actually edit these things out, but I'm not able to, so unfortunately you just have to deal with it, and I apologize for that. Moving on though is the donuts. First off, the donut is cooking oil and dough in a pot. The chocolate donut is a chocolate bar combined with a donut. The powdered donut is sugar and a donut. Jelly donut is grape jelly specifically and a donut. Frosted donut is a donut, sugar, rose red, cactus green, and dandelion yellow dyes. And moving on from the donuts is cactus soup, which is cactus and stock in a pot. Waffles is next up, and it's milk, butter, and batter in a skillet. Seed soup is any seed and stock in a pot. Next up, soft pretzel, which we've already shown, and I knew it would be here, was dough, butter, water, and salt in a bakeware. Jelly beans is next, and that is sugar, rose red, and dandelion yellow dye, and in a saucepan. Next up, the biscuit is simply butter and dough in a bakeware. Next up is the cream cookie, which is dough, heavy cream, sugar, and cocoa powder in a bakeware. Jaffa, or Jaffa cakes, as however you would like to call them, is egg, sugar, flour, chocolate bar, and orange in a bakeware. Next up is fried chicken, which is cooking oil, batter, black pepper, spice leaf, and raw chicken in a pot. Next up is a foot long, just like you would expect to get at Subway, which is bread, cooked pork, cooked chicken, or steak with mayo, tomato, and lettuce on a cutting board, and you get a foot long. Next up is a lot of kind of yogurts, which is blueberry, lemon, cherry, strawberry, grape, chocolate, and yeah, which chocolate is cocoa powder and plain yogurt, just because that might not be immediately obvious. There's a truck outside, I should have closed my window. I'm so awfully sorry. Yeah, that is how you get all of these. Next up, blackberry cobbler, which is blackberry, sugar, and dough in a bakeware. Next up, the smoothie, you know the recipe, and the yogurt, you know the recipe. Chocolate milk is any milk combined with cocoa powder. Next up, pumpkin yogurt is pumpkin and plain yogurt. Raspberry pie is dough, sugar, and raspberry in a bakeware. The smoothie and yogurt, you know the recipe. Cinnamon sugar donut is a donut, sugar, and ground cinnamon, which these types of donuts are actually very good in my opinion. Next up is melon yogurt and kiwi smoothie, both of which you should by now know the recipe for. And again, moving on. Kiwi yogurt, you should know the recipe. Plain yogurt will show off just again, which is milk in a pot. And if you would like to duplicate it, combine it with leather and you get more. Apple yogurt is next, and salted sunflower seeds is after that, which is salt and sunflower seeds combined. Sunflower wheat rolls is sunflower seeds, batter, salt, and cooking oil in a bakeware. Sunflower broccoli salad is sunflower seeds, broccoli, mayo, sugar, and cooked pork on a cutting board. Cranberry sauce is cranberry and sugar in a pot. Cranberry bar is dough, sugar, and cranberry in a bakeware. Peppermint is sugar and spice leaf in a saucepan. Baklava is dough, walnut, cinnamon, whole cinnamon, not cinnamon, ground cinnamon, butter, and honey, or sorry, not honey, sugar in a bakeware. You can use honey, but that was my bad. Next is gummy bears, and this is sugar, rose red, and cactus green dye in a saucepan. Next up is fruit punch, which is any sugar and any fruit of your choice in a juicer. Next up is meaty stew, which is any raw meat, including bee grubs, as you may have just seen there, stock, and flour in a pot. Mixed salad is any vegetable combined with salad dressing on a cutting board. Pina colada is pineapple and coconut in a juicer. I believe this is the last chest as well for the episode. Yes, it is. Next up is shepherd's pie, which is raw mutton, potato, carrot, dough, and peas in a bakeware. Next up is eggnog, which is ground nutmeg, heavy cream, cinnamon, and egg in a juicer. Custard is next, and it's egg, ground nutmeg, cinnamon, and heavy cream in a saucepan. Sushi is next, and it's any raw fish, rice, and seaweed on a cutting board. Next up is garden soup, which is 2 of any vegetable of your choosing, and stock in a pot. And next up is another series of recipes that you will learn the recipe for here, and I will try not to go over too in depth in later parts if they pop up, which, judging from the sidebar, they definitely will. And that is jelly sandwiches. All jelly sandwiches are made with any nut butter, bread, and their respective type of jelly on a cutting board. I may have to cut here soon again, so apologies for that. Oh god, I hate that that makes noise. I shouldn't have turned this mode off. That way you shouldn't have to hear that in the background. That was my Discord, and I apologize. But yeah, this is the formula that these follow: is bread, the respective jelly, and nut butter on a cutting board. And going forth, it's apple jelly sandwich, blackberry, blueberry, cherry, cranberry, kiwi, lemon, lime, mango, orange, papaya, peach, pomegranate, raspberry, starfruit, strawberry, and watermelon. And there is also more to come in the later episodes. Now we'll try and fire through these quickly. Hopefully. That most definitely picked up on my mic, and I apologize if it didn't, and I'm just saying that it did. Apologies, but if you didn't hear the giant explosion from a firework, yeah, it's getting close to 4th of July, you can tell. Let's not have any more of that. Anyways, continuing on from the jelly sandwiches is sodas. First up is cherry soda, which is bubbly water, sugar, and cherry juice in a pot. Cola soda is bubbly water, spice leaf, and sugar in a pot. Ginger ale is ginger, sugar, and bubbly water in a pot. Grape soda is grape juice, bubbly water, and sugar in a pot. Lemon lime soda is a lemon, lime juice, and bubbly water and sugar in a pot. Orange soda is orange juice, bubbly water, and sugar in a pot. Root beer is an edible root, which, if you did not see how to get this in the ingredients part, is a spice leaf on a cutting board. And it's edible root, bubbly water, and sugar in a pot. And last but not least for these is strawberry soda, which, as you can expect, is bubbly water, sugar, and strawberry juice in a pot. Now to not really quick fire through these because these are all different recipes, but they're all very nice. The next four are ice creams. Next is caramel ice cream, which is ice cream and caramel in a mixing bowl. Mint chocolate chip ice cream is ice cream, chocolate bar, and spice leaf in a mixing bowl. Strawberry ice cream is ice cream and strawberry in a mixing bowl, and vanilla ice cream is vanilla and ice cream in a mixing bowl. Next up is ginger chicken, and that is raw chicken, ginger, sugar, or actually no, in this case it is actually honey. So it's raw chicken, ginger, scallion, and honey in a saucepan. I nearly messed that up entirely. Next is Old World veggie soup, which is stock, barley, peas, and onion in a pot. Next up is spice bun, which is, let me just make sure, okay, I have not muted myself, that's good. I thought I accidentally did that. That would have been a travesty. Next up is flour, milk, ground nutmeg, ground cinnamon, and raisins in a bakeware to get a spice bun. The second to last thing in this part of this little mini-series, or showcase, mini-series showcase, whatever you want to say, is gingered rhubarb tart, which is egg, sugar, ginger, rhubarb, and dough in a bakeware. And the last item of this part is lamb barley soup. Lamb barley soup is created with raw mutton, stock, barley, carrot, and onion in a pot. And that is it. That is the last item of this part. I think that went alright. Actually, that's a lie. I don't think that went well at all because of the multiple inconveniences, aka fireworks, Discord, and everything just being a general pain today, apparently. So again, my apologies if you did hear these noises and were disturbed by them. My apologies. I also need to set up the little cake display back here because I wanted to do that from the last part. But anyways, guys, that is going to end this part of the Pam's Harvestcraft ASMR mod showcase for 1.12.2. This will end part 4, and maybe sometime this weekend or next week will be part 5, which will have cooking part 3. But anyways, until then, I will see you guys in the next video. If you did enjoy, be sure to like the video, and if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. And if you want to get to talk to me when I'm not doing videos or streaming, you can join my Discord down in the description, And if you would like to see me stream on occasion, my Twitch is also down in the description, and you can follow me there if you would like to see that. But anyways, guys, I keep trying to do my outro, but I keep forgetting one thing. Again, like I'm going to state in every part, just as a reminder, if you would like to download Pam's Harvestcraft, you can do so by clicking the link down in the description to download it from, I believe, the CurseForge website. I might be wrong on what it's called, but you can download it from the link in the description, or you can download it directly to a custom profile on the Twitch launcher. But yeah, I think that sums up everything, and yes, we should be good to go now, so I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.